Prescott and Scott with you. SportsCenter AM rolling on. Listen, the meat in this wild card triple header sandwich today is down in Philly. Eagles hosting the Packers. We're going to see both starting quarterbacks in this one. Jordan Love's going to play a week after an elbow injury that caused him to have numbness in his throwing hand. And Jalen Hurts is ready to roll after clearing concussion protocol. Remember, he missed the last 2 games of the NFL's regular season. We got Sal Pal in Philly. It is playoff time. All is right with the world. Sal, so much attention on both quarterbacks. Why, though, could it be the running backs who decide this one today?
Well, you just laid it out, Randy, and if you want to win on the road in the NFL, you got to bring your running game, especially in the playoffs, especially if you want to beat the Eagles in South Philadelphia. So let's start with Josh Jacobs and the Packers' excellent running game. Not a lot of talk about the Packers' running game, but they were top 5 all year long. Josh Jacobs is a between-the-tackles, tough runner, relentless, can get you the difficult yards, especially down near the goal line. You get him 20 to 25 carries, and he's like, hey, I'll take 5 or 10 more carries. You can't get that guy off the football field. He's a very tough, difficult runner. And then Saquon Barkley. Everybody knows about what Saquon Barkley did for this Philadelphia Eagles offense. He was the bell cow, without a question. He was the #1 rusher all year long, and the Eagles had 3 offensive linemen make the Pro Bowl. So you want to run the football in this game. If you're not sure about Jalen Hurts with those power quarterback runs, rely on Saquon Barkley. And you know, Saquon Barkley really led the running back renaissance in the National Football League. You look at Josh Jacobs. You look last night, Joe Mixon. He had a great role in the Houston Texans beating the Chargers. Derrick Henry puts up 186 for 299 total yards for the Baltimore Ravens, beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. It has been the running back this year in the National Football League. And you look at the profile of these 2 teams, the Eagles and the Packers. They are both ball control, time of possession football teams. The Eagles led the NFL in time of possession. The Packers were not far behind. Why? They can run the ball, and they can run the ball in the 4th quarter.
All right, in that Week 1 showdown, I know it was 4 months ago there in Brazil, but Jacobs had 84 rushing yards. Saquon had 109. That is Sal Paolantonio from Philly. Let's get warmer here in studio.
We'll do that. We'll keep it in studio.
Yeah.
That's actually a fantastic point that Sal just brought up. All of those running backs, all with new teams, values of running backs. I know we've seen them go down in the past couple of years, but all these guys proving they are worth what they're getting. All right, Alex and Herm back with us. Jordan Love must do what if the Packers are going to pull off this upset?
He has to challenge this Eagles secondary.
Okay.
Right? This Eagles defense is phenomenal, and especially up front, right? Think about Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. I mean, all-pro Zach Vaughn, Nakobe Dean, right? If there's a vulnerability of this defense, it is still the secondary. Still 2 rookies back there playing, right? And these safeties, really good football players, not necessarily cover guys. I think you have to attack them, right? Sure. I would push back on Sal a little bit. I think if you're going to beat this team, it's got to be on the perimeter.
Okay.
Josh Jacobs is going to be a part of it, but it's not going to be down the middle, right? This has got to be almost a Commanders formula when they beat the Eagles. Think about Jayden Daniels throwing 5 touchdown passes in that game, right? I think you've got to spread this defense out to make plays on them. Jaden Reed's going to have to be a part of this. Is it in the receiving end? Is he taking the end arounds like he did in Week 1? But I think Jordan Love's got to attack this secondary.
Sure. Yeah, great point there made by Alex. The fact that you have to attack the back end of their defense. How do you do that with a play-action pass?
Okay. Yeah.
Reed has to be involved in this. And if you can do that, if you can make the Eagles play pass defense in a situation where they're got 8 guys in the box trying to stop the run, this is when you can hit the big play. And Love's going to have to hit some big plays against this defense.
Okay, he's actually going to be, though, without his big play guy in Christian Watson. Obviously went down with that ACL, averages 21 yards per catch this season. That's 2nd in the league, only behind Alec Pierce. Gentlemen, thanks.
Ohio State, scoop and score. Buckeyes out of the championship game. Marcus Freeman is taking them to the championship game.
We got one more left.